right there, almost to the 7 o'clock hour, just 2 minutes away. I'll tell you what that means. Go ahead and meet your neighbor, squeeze in tight. If you got room, well, find somebody to sit next to you. It's going to be a show you don't want to miss. A proud American cowboy heritage. If you're making your way here, make it quick, squeeze in tighter, because we are less than 2 minutes away from Rodeo 250. Big screw.
For 250 years, America has been a nation defined not by comfort, but by courage. A country carved from wilderness by men and women willing to ride into the unknown, chasing freedom beneath open skies. Before, there were highways, there were trails. Before, there were cities. There were campfires glowing against the dark, and riding through that darkness came the American cowboy, forged by grit, built by hard work, tested by dust, danger, and determination. The cowboy became more than an occupation. He became a symbol of the American spirit itself, and from that spirit came rodeo, born from the ranches of the Old West, where everyday work became legendary competition, where skill meant survival, and courage was measured in seconds. For generations, rodeos told the story of America, without ever needing words. The thunder of hoofs, the creak of leather, the roar of the crowd, the heartbeat of freedom echoing through every arena. Because rodeo is not just a sport, it is the living story of America. A story of risk and reward, of victory and defeat, of families passing traditions from one generation to the next beneath the same grateful flag. As we celebrate 250 years of American history, we honor the pioneers, the ranchers, the dreamers, and the cowboys who helped shape this nation. And for the next hour, set in the beautiful National Mall, the story will be told 8 seconds at a time.
And the evolution of the American cowboy. Folks, what an honor it is here to be here with you tonight. Look back behind me, our beautiful Capitol building. Down there standing tall, it's the Washington Monument. Of course, we've got monuments, museums all around us. But right here in the middle, right here in the heart, Rodeo 250 is here and proud to be here. And folks, I'm proud to be here as well. Thank you guys for being here, a part of it. As far as tonight's performance goes, folks, it's not going to be a full rodeo due to our size constraints, time constraints, but what we are going to do is tell you the story of the American cowboy. We're going to see ropers and riders, rodeo performers and athletes. It is going to be an outstanding performance. But folks, you ever rolled all this too? When the horses make their way out, I want to hear you hoop and holler. You see something exciting, clap your hands, stomp your feet. And the more energy you bring, well, guess what? The better this show is going to be. That's the American spirit we need here on a Tuesday night. And folks, I can tell you, as far as the American spirit and what it means to be an American, we are certainly proud to be here celebrating with you 250 years of our great country. Folks, as proud Americans, we all know that we celebrate the freedoms and the rights that we have. And I'm going to ask you to exercise one of those freedoms with me. You see, we start rodeos across the country the same way, border to border, coast to coast. That's with a word of prayer. So, folks, I'm going to ask you here in Washington, D.C., on our National Mall, if you'd be so willing, would you please bow your head with me as we go to our Father with a word of invocation. Well, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I just thank you. Thank you for a beautiful day here in Washington, D.C. Lord, as it sprinkles down, well, that water's life. That water's the stock. And Lord, we're just thankful for all of it. Lord, I thank you for the sport of rodeo and the Western way of life. And I thank you for all these people here celebrating 250 years of our country. Now, Father, as far as what we do here tonight in this arena, wouldn't ask for anything special. But what I would ask, be within your will. Place a hand of protection over this arena. Our performers here tonight, our animal athletes that they perform with. And Father, I'd ask that you would put a special eye on the families here, that they'd have a great time with us at Rodeo250. But as they make their way home, make sure they make it home safe and sound. And lastly, Father, I just thank you for allowing me and my family to be born in this beautiful, free country we call America. Oh, God's people said, amen. Folks, I can tell you, that's certainly something I am very proud of. And, you know, I told you we're going to tell you a story here tonight, and every good story, it's got to have a great beginning. And the story of the cowboy, well, it didn't start with the cowboy. It started with a partner. The partner we know as the horse. Because there is no cowboy without the horse. So Washington, D.C., I want to know, are y'all ready for Rodeo250? I bet you are. Turn your eyes to the big screen. Our story begins now.
Well before cattle drive stretched across the plains, and long before ranches marked the western horizon, and even before rodeo became a sport and the cowboy became an American symbol, there was the horse. Few animals have shaped the story of America more deeply. Our story starts in the 1500s with the Spanish explorers and settlers who brought horses to North America. These animals were more than transportation. They were strength, survival, freedom, and the beginning of a new way of life across the frontier. From Mexico into the vast country that would become the American West, the Spanish horse helped shape ranching, travel, trade, and culture. But the story does not end in the saddle. Because over time, some horses escaped, and from there they multiplied and spread across deserts, valleys, mountains, and open plains. They became the wild Mustang. And those horses changed our landscape forever. Generation after generation, these horses became something uniquely tied to the American West. Their bloodlines spread, and that horse became part of the land itself, running free beneath the vast American sky, a symbol of independence, endurance, and the untamed spirit of the American West.
Ladies and gentlemen, in an age where horsepower is measured by machines, what you're about to witness is something far more powerful. The bond between horse and human, forged not by force, but by trust. Tonight, we are proud to welcome the horseman into the arena that has dedicated himself to earning the trust of these incredible animals through patience, respect, and true horsemanship. He shows us that the bond between horse and rider is not built by force, it's by understanding. I want you to make welcome into the center of the arena Mustang trainer and Western horseman, Kevin Graham. Take notice of the garrocha pole now that carries with him. It comes from Spain. The vaqueros of Spain would use this to manage cattle herds. The simple tool is now an art form in and of itself, displaying the control of the horseman with his animal. I watch closely as he fluidly moves from one side to the other. With nothing more than the shift of the weight, a sweep of his arm, he now takes freedom to another level. We feel prideless. A whisper of intent, these animals respond as if they're literally reading his mind. Years of patience and partnership come alive right in front of you. Kevin's riding the horse we call Showgirl for you. Say hello to Kevin and Showgirl. And let's bring in Scooby.
Sugar and Scooby. No, I like horses.
Watch as they begin to move. America, this isn't a trick. It's trust. These horses aren't following commands. They're following the direction of a dear friend. Every circle, every turn, every heartbeat in sync with the one who's earned their loyalty. It's a dance. A dance that is built on hours before the sun rises and long after the sun sets. Conversation with no words. It's a partnership with no limits. Watch. Perfect precision. Perfect partnership. Each horse working independently, yet still connected by something deeper than a lead rope. Again, it's the bond of trust. I want you to watch it. As Showgirl leads the pattern, Gavin with the garage pole, and Scooby pauses. Watch the control change. Scooby stands idle. Scooby stands as he watches his friend and wants you to make a little noise and love on him, if you will. In rodeo, we celebrate strength, grit, and courage, but this, my friends, this is something different. This is harmony. This is heart. And tonight we celebrate the spirit of the American horse. Free, loyal, and unstoppable. Watch them. Watch them. They're going to try it together. They're both sitting up for your approval. What do you say? Showgirl, Scooby. Oh, I need a big favor from all of you. America, I need you to put your hands together for one of the most remarkable partnerships you'll ever see. This, my friends, is a living example of what is possible when trust replaces tact and love replaces leather. This is what we affectionately call in our Western lifestyle liberty horsemanship, and that cowboy is from the state of Georgia. His name is Kevin Graham. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Kevin. And thank you, Showgirl, and thank you, Scooby. Well, the use of the horse went to a whole new level as the West and the wide plains of the open frontier became more. I want you to watch the big screen as we talk more about the cattle drive and the charro.
Across the South and the wide plains of Texas, the war years left behind thousands of cattle. Tough, wild cattle that roamed the open range. But the markets were far away. Cities, mining camps, military posts, and railroad trucks feed them. So between those wild herds and a hungry nation, a new chapter of the American West began. The cattle drive. For weeks, some cowboy did not appear
number
out of
7 on
nowhere.
the purple tag.
His tools, his methods, and much of his tradition were shaped by the Mexican charro and vaquero, horsemen who had already mastered the art of working cattle from horseback. They gave the West its roping, riding, branding, saddles, reins, bits, spurs, ropes, and chaps. Even the word buckaroo traces back to vaquero. So when we tell the story of the American cowboy, we also honor the charro and vaquero, whose skill, pride, and horsemanship helped shape the West itself.
So ladies and gentlemen, as we continue telling the story of the American cowboy, we cannot tell that story without honoring the deep roots of the Mexican charro and vaquero traditions. Please put your hands together and give a big Rodeo250 welcome to Gabriel Hernandez. The story of the American cowboy is not just a story of the open range, it's a story built from many traditions, and one of the strongest comes from the Mexican charro and the vaquero. So Gabriel works that rope, an extension of his hand. Day in, day out, through multiple generations, the Mexican charros use this rope to earn their livelihoods. Their horsemanship was not just riding, it was communication, balance, timing, and trust between the horse and rider. From the Spanish and Mexican traditions came the skills that shaped the cowboy way of life. Handling cattle across open country, riding with purpose, and using the rope as a daily tool of the trade. You see Gabriel work that rope behind his back, in and out, total control, at peace with him and his horse, Bendy. Gabriel steps off and he goes afoot as Bendy makes her way out. Folks, he's working that rope in and out. Slow and smooth, and he is as smooth as can be. Steps a leg in, steps out. Behind his back, the skill unmatched. He works this rope around, one more the other direction. The lariat, the saddle, the spurs, and the chaps. Many of the techniques used by American cowboys were deeply influenced by the charro and the vaquero. And he works it through nice and easy. So we celebrate the cowboy, we also celebrate and honor the charro. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes in the arena. Gabriel Hernandez showing you the Texas skill. He's bringing the skill, the style, the tradition of the Mexican charro to life. What you're seeing is more than trick roping. It's generations of horsemanship, timing, rhythm, and pride passed down through the charro tradition. With every loop, every swing, and every step, Gabriel showcases the rope as both a tool of the working cowboy and the art of Western heritage. And folks, look at this. Something special for you at Rodeo250 as he trusts his horse Bendy. Working the rope, Texas skip. Through it again. Folks, it is way too quiet. How about Gabriel Hernandez? Watch this. Bigger, longer, using every inch of that lariat rope. He swings it around for you. Rodeo250, what do you have for him? Gabriel Hernandez, the vaquero from Oklahoma, his 6-year-old horse Bendy. What do you say for Gabriel Hernandez? Ladies and gentlemen, as the vaqueros went on the cattle drives, it opened us to a new era of cowboy. There was a fascination with the West from back east. Our cowboys needed entertainment as well. In come some entrepreneurs. Buffalo Bill, the Miller Brothers. They put on a show like never seen before and gave birth to the Wild West show we know today. So turn your eyes to the big screen to learn more.
Then came a man with an eye for entertainment, Buffalo Bill Cody. His Wild West show took the skills of the frontier riding, roping, shooting, racing, stagecoach scenes, Native American horsemanship, cavalry drills, and cowboy action, and turned them into a grand spectacle. It was part history, part theater, part athletic exhibition, and part celebration of a frontier that was quickly disappearing. For audiences who had never seen the open range, Buffalo Bill brought the West to life. They saw riders thunder across the arena, expert marksmen and women, cowboys, cowgirls, native riders, scouts, soldiers, horses, wagons, and livestock, all in one sweeping display of Western life. And Buffalo Bill was not alone. The Miller Brothers 101 Ranch Wild West Show, based in Oklahoma, carried that tradition forward with skilled riders, ropers, trick riders, bronc riders, native performers, cowboys, and cowgirls. These Wild West shows became the bridge between ranch work and arena entertainment. They took the real skills of cowboys, vaqueros, native horsemen, scouts, and ranch hands and placed them under the spotlight. From those displays of riding, roping, racing, bronc riding, and Western competition, the roots of modern rodeo entertainment began to grow. What had once been the work of survival became a performance. What had once been tested on the trail was now tested before a crowd. And what had once belonged to the open range found a new home inside the arena.
Well, tonight as our story moves forward, we are going to celebrate that transformation from cowboy work to cowboy entertainment, and we're going to do it with the cowgirls. Are y'all ready? Say yeah! Say hello to Rodeo Jones and Ginger Duke on horseback, ready to bring the cowgirl spirit alive. We're going to start off with the 20-year-old from the state of Mississippi. Watch her go. She's going to go upside down with a neck over. Help her get back in the saddle. Help her, she's done it. Woo. Hold your breath. Cross your fingers. Hold Ginger. Ginger just laying out. Little fender layout. Little Indian hideaway. Got to get her back in the saddle. There you go. Now, little side back bend all the way upside down. Again, the core string going to play a part. Back in the saddle she comes. Now we move back to Ginger. Watch Ginger as she goes. Imagine a crane standing out over your one leg up and the wings are out. The Pony Express brought the mail. They changed the horses. They hit the ground back in the saddle. Whoa, look out, Dad. And she brings them around the backside. How about it for her? Nicely done. All right, get your cameras ready. Get them ready. You ready? Ready. Here's one for you to post from your trip. 250 years of freedom. It's called the Statue of Liberty, the Hippodrome. Ginger, let them have it. Oh, unbelievable. Nicely done. I want to spin them around. They're riding the horse Red and riding Conway Twitty, and they are the beautiful cowgirls of the sport of rodeo and the Western lifestyle. Once again for Rodeo Jones and Ginger Duke, let them know you love them. Let's keep going. Let's settle on a young lady, a third-generation cowgirl that's developed her own style and skill. She's 17 years old. She's from Olin, North Carolina. America, say hello to Rui Merritt. Notice, no bridle, either horse. 2 friends and 1 amazing master. She's riding on the back of Comanche, a 16-year-old horse, and her partner, Trigger. Just like the one Roy Rogers owned. But a little more fun, and you'll see why. Watch her dance. She settles him there. She moves around. Go see if Trigger wants to play a little bit. Is Trigger comfortable in the nation's capital? Watch Trigger lay down. And then pops right back up, playing just a little bit with you. It's all right. Looky here, watch. Talking to him. Yeah, go ahead. Now watch.
Washington, D.C., what do you have? Yeah! In and out, working all of that rope for what it is worth. He can't bring me on. Here he goes. Yeah, in, out, in, cross. You bet Lucas Mater next step. All the way through. Good job. Screwing it one more time. Right back. That rope literally an extension of his hand. And Lucas picks his spot. You're going to want to watch this as he gets set up for his first big trick. Hey!